Welcome back to Fickle Sports. We are back for Fantasy Premier League, and it's been a topsy-turvy Premier League so far. And we're going to go through the top transfer targets by position. But first up is our review of our game week. Alex, do you want to kick this off?
Yes, firstly I just want to say it's very nice to do a video without having a stupid Mexican mask on. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check our score predictions video. So, the previous game week, let's talk about what happened. I will tell you what happened for me. Nothing. It was terrible. I am cursed. Martial got sent off, so he gave me negative points. Mane got coronavirus. It is ridiculous. I might as well just pack it in now. Not a single one of my players managed to get double digits. So, I'm not a quitter, but Jesus Christ, I am struggling. I got a total.
And you've already used your wild card, haven't you?
I've already used my wild card, and I'm going gung ho now. I scored a grand total. I hope you're sitting down for this. I scored a grand total of 27 points last week, which brings my total points to 172. So it's not looking good for me.
My team, scored a total of 34 points. My team on the screen now, you can see basically everyone just got appearance points, and Trent Alexander-Arnold got a -1 for me because, and Robertson actually, because Liverpool conceded 7, which was ridiculous.
I know that. I had a look. I was having a little stalk of your team, and I saw that you only got one minus point each for Robertson and Trent. How did I only get one minus point? This is ridiculously unfair.
So
7
I'm
goals.
quite grateful for that. But the only person to score any points, and the fact that I got the captaincy right, was Mo Salah, who scored 2, and he was basically 90% of my points. I got 26, so I ended up with 34. I don't even know what
That's
my
the
overall
second
score
time.
is.
That's the second time Mo Salah has saved you.
He's a good safety net to have, and so I finished with 221 points overall. My game week rank is plummeting to 1.44 million. It's ridiculous. So I'm joining Alex this week in the shithole right now. It's a bad time.
Next up is a brand new segment. It's our top transfer targets based on statistical analysis. So what we're doing is we're looking at the form based on statistics from the last 3 games, and we're compiling them all together and giving you the top players by position. And what we're not doing, because of this season it's absolutely ridiculous, what we're not doing is factoring in what teams they're going to be playing, because, let's be honest, we have no idea what the result's going to be anyway. We don't know if it's going to be 6-1 when it's Tottenham or Manchester United, or 7-2 when it's Liverpool, Aston Villa. Or first position is goalkeeper. It's up on your screen now. No surprises here really, Gary, is there?
No, the lucky leprechaun that is Emilio Martinez. He's top of our list currently. Expected goals conceded is, I guess, kind of, well, not too high. It's 3.04 over 3 games, and he only conceded 2, and that was against Liverpool. So he came out with 2 clean sheets, and he scored a whopping 22 points. Now the question mark is that, can he do that going forward? And I'd say absolutely yes, considering how Aston Villa have been playing and how they've been quite solid at the back. I mean, they've got Leicester away, they've got Leeds at home and Southampton at home. So this streak could continue for Martinez.
Yes, that is absolutely fair with Martinez, and I think anyone at the moment won't be putting their money against Aston Villa. Let's move on to defenders, and you will notice that there's something in common with all these defenders, and that is because West Ham have got the best expected goals conceded in the Premier League. They are not conceding a lot of goals at the moment, and they're not conceding a lot of chances either, which is really important when you're trying to get clean sheets. And Masuaku, the reason why he has a higher XA than all the others is because they're now playing a back 5, and Masuaku's got that little bit more freedom to get forward, and he is really, I mean, he's such a brilliant dribbler. He's really causing teams troubles when he does get up down that left flank.
Now next is midfielders, and midfielders, you can see that is a very good top 3 that we've got, but my pick would probably be Son Heung-min, because, you know, him and Harry Kane are electric right now. If one's not scoring, the other one is assisting, and you can kind of see that in the stats. Expected goals, Son Heung-min's got 1.86 and an XA of 1.26 over the last 3 games. And Tottenham, they've got a green. I know it doesn't really count, these fixtures coming up, because anything can happen, but they've got a green. They've got an easy run of fixtures, supposedly, in West Ham at home. They've got Burnley away, and they've got Brighton at home and West Brom at home. So even if they don't win, they're likely to be goals.
Gary, I just want to quickly, I just want to butt in there. I just want to warn people that they do have Europa League games in between those games. So be advised, squad rotation may happen. But I think that's absolutely fair what you said. And I think it's fair to say Son Heung-min will probably start all the Premier League games. You know what? The one that surprises me a little bit is Mane. Not because of his quality, but just because where he actually missed the previous game, because he has coronavirus, you wouldn't expect him to be in and around the top. But it just shows how important he is to Liverpool.
Yeah. And it's I'd say it's very tempting to put James Rodriguez whilst he's on his purple patch as well. I don't know. I don't think it's going to last too long. So it'd be very difficult to leave him out as a transfer target.
Yeah, if you fancy those fixtures with James Rodriguez, do think about putting him in. Let's move on to the strikers. I don't think there's any surprises with the top two. Dominic Calvert-Lewin cannot stop scoring. Harry Kane, as you mentioned earlier, he cannot stop assisting. Between them, you're probably thinking, why aren't they both up top for England? But you know what? I think fair play to Ollie Watkins and Aston Villa for him sneaking into third. And I'll tell you why. Because XG isn't the amount of goals he's scored, it's the amount of goals he's expected to score. So what that is saying is that he is getting quite a few chances, the similar amount of chances that Harry Kane is getting. And when he gets those chances, he's converting them. So he could be a really player to have in at the moment.
Yeah, and Harry Kane right at the top with 42 points, which is pretty incredible, but he's a very expensive option. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he is punishing every fantasy manager for not picking them, and he's been a snip at 7 million. And if he keeps going, look at his XGs, 4.26. He's just banging them in at every chance, and he doesn't provide the assists. He's not that type of player just yet, but certainly with the goals, he is right up there.
To be fair to Calvert-Lewin, I don't think it's his job to provide assists. I think he's very much all his movement, everything he does is all about scoring goals for the Everton side. So I think if
Harry Kane though.
I know, but to be fair to Kane, he plays a different position now at Tottenham. He drops deep and Son runs in behind and he passes it to him. That ain't Calvert-Lewin's job. So I think if he went the whole season to carry on scoring like that but didn't get a single assist, I don't think any Everton fan would be dissatisfied with that. But as a last little note, Harry Kane does enjoy playing West Ham. He does get goals against West Ham. So if you can afford him, he might be a player to bring in.
And just to clarify, Everton have got Liverpool at home, Southampton away, and Newcastle away. So you've got some room to manoeuvre in those fixtures.
So my transfers in. I need to drop the bitch slapping Martial after he dealt his blows to Lamela and he got himself suspended. And I'm bringing in Mopé of Brighton. He has scored quite a few goals this season, and they have a few easier fixtures coming up with Palace and West Brom. Now, captain choice, I went bold with this one because De Bruyne and Mane, they're both currently at 75% chance of playing. So I've captained one and I've vice-captained the other. I've captained De Bruyne. Mane's a vice-captain. I'm hoping between them, one of them starts and one of them plays well.
Now onto my team. I'm Eric James, bitch. And you know what? I've done the exact reverse of the transfer I did last week. I transferred out Son Heung-min and I brought in Mason Mount. Only Mason Mount to be on the bench when Chelsea win 4-0. Thank you very much, Frank Lampard. So yeah, I'm bringing in Son Heung-min and I'm captaining him. And I replaced who my team is named after, and that's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Arsenal got quite a lot of difficult fixtures, starting with Man City away. So, I'm going with the free-flowing Tottenham for now.
Yes, and I think it might also be worth mentioning. I think Son will forgive you. Jose managed to pull the wool over the eyes of everyone. No one thought he'd start against United. So Son, I think if you ask him, he may forgive you.
He's a sneaky man. Sneaky man with that hamstring injury. Didn't reveal anything. But that is all. That is all for this week. I hope you enjoy the top transfer targets for Game Week 6. And we will see you next time.